Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to review this watch. This watch is the GDX-6900, and GDX is the XL version of the regular 6900, and in this particular model, this is the printed camo version. So the full model number is over here, GDX-6900 TC. Alright, so this is, I'm not very sure what does TC stands for, but in my opinion, I feel that it's could be stand for something like tiger camo because of the very nice tiger stripes here. At least in my opinion, this printed camo looks like a tiger stripe kind of design. And yeah, in my opinion, I think this is one of the best looking 6900 designs ever from G-Shock. You can see the details on the camo printing is really good, and it is one of the larger size watches. Even for my wrist, I have a very small wrist, so even for me wearing this is pretty intimidating. So let's take a look at this watch closer in detail. So basically this is a XL version of the regular 6900 series, and this watch also has the military standard. It has cleared the US military procurement standard. The full standard is MIL-46734F, and this is tested, basically a standard that tested to US military regulations. And also this watch is also pretty big compared to the regular 6900. I'll just grab the measuring tape very quickly and show you guys the measurements. So over here you can see, okay, the size of this watch is approximately, no, this is in inches, let me change to cm. It's approximately 54 millimeters across. Let me get the full specs out. Okay, in fact the full spec sheet shows that this case size, the length at the longest length is at 57.5 millimeters, or rather the lug to lug size, which is this part, is 57.5 millimeters, and then the width is from here, just now we measured approximately 54 millimeters, and then the thickness is 20.4 millimeters. So it's a pretty hefty watch, and I have a regular 6900 size here. This is the G6900, so compared to that you can see this GDX6900 is larger than this regular 6900 series. Yeah, so this is really a very big watch. Okay, but before we do the full size comparison, I have other G-Shocks to compare the size with this XL version of the 6900. Let's run through some of the specifications first. So the bezel and the strap material is made out of resin. As usual, this is a G-Shock, so we are using resin material here. This watch is also 200-meter water resistant, and one very good feature of this watch is that it actually has a 10-year battery life. It runs on the battery CR2032, which is a button battery, and it has a 10-year battery life compared to the regular DW6900, which only runs on 2 years for the older models and 5 years for the newer models. So for this one, the GDX6900, I'm actually very impressed by the 10-year battery life. This really outlasts most of other G-Shocks. And yeah, it's really impressive. Let's take a look at the modes. So over here, the home screen, it features everything that is similar to the regular 6900. You have the day function, you have the date, as well as the current time. So let's take a look at the modes. Okay, so firstly, you have world time. So you can scroll through here, forward and reverse. Okay, so very good. The DW6900 does not have world time, but the G6900 has world time. So this function actually came from the G6900, which is greatly appreciated. And then we have a stopwatch. Stopwatch, you can do your normal start, stop, reset. The only thing is that this watch doesn't show the current time when you're using stopwatch. So this is something that maybe can be improved for this watch. Moving on, we have the timer. The timer can be adjusted. If I'm not wrong, it is up to 24 hours. Yep. And also you can do a auto repeat on this timer. Just toggle this. You can see this signal over here is representing auto repeat. Okay, then you have alarm. This watch have a snooze alarm as well as one hourly signal. So you have total of 1, 2, 3, 3 alarms, including one snooze alarm and hourly signal. And that's all. So this is a very basic function set. You have everything that you need and nothing else that you don't. So basically a stopwatch, a timer, alarm, as well as watch time. So very basic function of this watch. I think the attractive thing, or rather the unique point about this watch, is again the big size of this, as well as the camouflage pattern. The camouflage pattern is really nice. It really gives us a very military flavored design in terms of both the the look as well as the size. So this is a very big watch, so you can see even the buttons here are different from the regular G6900 buttons. So this button here is much more user friendly for military personnel. Let's say you're wearing gloves and you're operating the watch. Of course, this button with the note design over here as well, it's easier to press. Larger button is easier to press, and also easier to navigate. So let's do a quick lume, or rather a quick illumination check. So this uses a LED design, so you can see even though the LED design, but it's still very bright compared to the EL backlight on the G6900. You can see this is the EL backlight and this is the lume. So it doesn't lose out. The LED light of this GDX6900 doesn't lose out to the EL illumination of the G6900. Okay, so we have a size comparison right now between these two watches. This is the G6900. This is the GDX6900. So this is a side-by-side comparison. You can see this GDX6900 is larger and is thicker as well. This is the case back of the watch. Okay, shock resistance and water resistance up to 200 meters, as with all G-Shocks. I'm gonna bring in another G-Shock which is very huge. This is the Rangeman. Rangeman over here, GW9400 is the model number. So this watch is also known for being really big. So let's do a side-by-side comparison between the Rangeman and the GDX6900. So you can see the height of both watches are similar. In fact, the GDX6900 looks slightly longer than the Rangeman. You can see over here is slightly longer in terms of the lug-to-lug width, lug-to-lug size, and thickness. Of course, the Rangeman is also a very thick watch, but you can see the GDX is also very thick, and both of them have a similar stout button, note design, and huge buttons, easier for glove operation. Okay, so the width of the watch, I think, is also very similar. Okay, both have very large kind of width, and the straps, strap also about the same width as well. But for the GDX6900, we only have one hook over here, whereas the Rangeman you have two hooks. And for Rangeman you have a metal keeper, whereas the GDX6900 sticks to this resin keeper. So I actually have this watch for quite a couple of years already, but I always put off doing a review on this watch. So today finally we did a review. This is one of my favorite 6900 series watch due to the unique design, but unfortunately it's a bit too big for my wrist, so I don't wear it that often. So let's do a quick wristwatch check on this watch. I'll put it on my wrist and show you guys how it looks like on my small wrist. But before that, let's do another size comparison between this watch and my GA2100. You can see this is totally two different watches. This is so big compared to this over here. Okay, without further ado, let's do a quick wrist roll on this. Okay, again, very nice strap pattern design, looking like the tiger stripes. So yeah, very beautiful watch. Okay, so this is how the watch looks like on my 6-inch wrist. As you can see, it's really huge. So let's do a quick wrist roll. Okay, so this is the GDX6900. Even the dial has the printed camel design, which is really beautiful. And again, this is the LED illumination. let's get it to focus. Okay, yep, so this is a very nice watch. I think this is one of the more unique models that were released by G-Shock. You even have a metal button over here for the light button. So unfortunately, this watch has been discontinued. The last I checked, I don't think G-Shock has been releasing this now. This watch was released a couple of years ago. Let's hope that G-Shock continues to release this and in different colors. There's also another GDX-6900 that features more of a golden color camo style. That is also a very nice watch that I wish to get as well, but let's see whether it's still available and whether G-Shock will reissue this model, because I really love it. Okay, so with that, I'll end off this video review. Do like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you enjoy it, and feel free to leave your comments about this watch down in the comment boxes below. Take care, and I'll see you guys again.